and welcome to Cox Local Edition on HLN. My name's Jessica Carver, and I'm with Cox Communications. Today we have a very special guest with us, Eileen Ellsworth, who is with the Community Foundation for Northern Virginia. Eileen, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you for having me.
Sure. So tell us, what exactly does the Community Foundation do?
The Community Foundation for Northern Virginia helps to encourage the growth of philanthropy across all of Northern Virginia to help meet the critical needs of the region. We're actually grant makers, like all foundations are. We award grants to nonprofits and interfaith groups and schools to help meet the most critical needs of the region.
Excellent. So tell me, in general, what issues does the Community Foundation focus on?
The Community Foundation focuses primarily its grant making in 5 areas, and those are poverty relief, child and youth development, health, mental health and aging, education, and military personnel and their families. And we make grants to local nonprofits in all of those 5 areas. This past year, we awarded approximately $2 million in grants to those kinds of entities.
Excellent. So what are you focused on specifically for the upcoming year, for 2012?
In 2012, we're focused primarily on a couple of those areas. One is the area of military personnel and their families. You know, there's a very large population here of Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans and their families. And so we are approaching many of the government contractors and contracting companies and the agencies to contribute to the military fund for our grant making. Last year we had a very successful year with the military fund. We awarded approximately $120,000 from the fund to nonprofits serving that population. So we are focusing this year again on growing the military fund. In addition, we're also focusing this year on the growth of our new giving circle for young professionals called the Future Fund. We stood up the Future Fund in 2011, and we have about 115 members. Membership dues in the Future Fund is a function of your age. So if you're in your 20s, your annual dues are $200. If you're in your 30s, your annual dues are $300, etc. And in 2011, the Future Fund raised over $50,000 in its very first year for grant making to 2 nonprofits that were just selected in the area of child and youth development. One was Liberty's Promise, and the other was The House. So this year we're going to focus again on the Future Fund, on growing its membership, helping the young professionals that participate in the Future Fund to learn about the critical needs of the region and give back at affordable levels to the causes that they care about.
Sure. And so with that Future Fund, can you tell us a little bit more, how do young professionals get involved? What are they doing there?
Young professionals really are coming from across the entire region. And when they join the Future Fund, they get invited to sit on either the grants committee, which does the heavy lifting of collecting all of the grant applications and reviewing them and making these very difficult decisions on who should be awarded the grant. Members can also join the social committee, which helps keep the group together with monthly parties and get-togethers and lunch and learns and that sort of thing. So there are many opportunities for them to get engaged.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Eileen.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition. Please remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and have a great day.